to court for the Saglemi thing. Then I asked him, "Are you clean?" He said, "Very clean." Very clean. Yeah, he's very clean. Shouldn't he say it? Now,
Samson Ahi of Bodi.
He's very proud of his constituency.
Yes.
Very proud of his constituency, and he always. But have you been to Bodi before?
Oh no.
The roads.
No, I have no idea where that is.
Bodi Seshi.
Yes.
No idea.
The roads, and the roads have clay.
Clay.
Yeah, the roads.
I can imagine when it
rains, Charlie. Like the town will show you love.
I support you.
That you have not asked for. They will show you love.
You are walking, you are sleeping.
Wow. Yeah, Bodi. But it's a very nice place, though. So these are the deputy ministers designate. Let's go back to when they were. The vetting committee members couldn't agree. They couldn't see eye to eye, and they thought that violence was the only way out. Listen to them.
So there, he's seated right now. We're going to put the cameras on Samuel Okujeto Ablaka right now. There you have him with the Kwabena Mintah Kando ready to take the oath for him to be vetted. But the minority members on the So the disagreement continues and the misunderstanding, confusion, we're saying right now continues. And the information we're getting is that there was near fisticuff at the appointments committee as a result of this misunderstanding we're saying right now. And George Quenning, my colleague, is there for us. We're going to cross over to George Quenning right now. George, talk to us. What's going on there? What's the resolution on the way forward on this matter? We've seen some of the microphones used by the appointments committee for the vetting. Some of them have been pushed off the table on the ground. The table arrangements have been disorganized by the minority because of their position that they would not want the vetting of Kwabena Mintah Kando, Samuel Okujeto Ablaka to take place tonight.
The best in
the majority leader, Mama Yariga, is getting into in fact, we understand there's a conversation right now between the majority leader and the minority leader who has just turned to his caucus and members to calm down. It's saying Frank Cannot on prayer as well now, trying to arrange the tables. There's some near fisticuff between Hassan Tampoli and Nelson Roxon Dafiamepo. Hassan Tampoli is held on to Nelson Roxon Dafiamepo's smoke. Let's go back there right now.
So there you have it. Your parliamentarians on that day, they sounded like this.
Here it comes!
Sounded like we were having a brawl in Bukom boxing arena, but that was the situation then, at the time, and they came with and apologized and all of that. But I mean, gentlemen, you saw very respectable individuals in there, lawyers and then no. So bring back the baller so we get to see the rubbish. It didn't end there. After they fought and destroyed some of the property, they left behind coffee cups, takeaway packs, sauces and tissue papers, bottled water, empty bottled water, empty water bottles, and some documents and Charlie.
Ghana Sweets.
If you're watching us on Facebook on 3FM 927, which I encourage you to do, you'll see the sport microphone procured with state funds. Have we brought conclusion to that matter?
The speaker says they will be surcharged.
When
When they finish the investigations.
Wasn't not referred to the police for investigations.
Yes. But the speaker also
and the speaker set up a committee that was
a bipartisan committee
by members of the minority. So until now, the speaker hasn't even made any pronouncements on that.
It's not fair. It's not fair to the names.
The joint committee, we have no idea where it stands now.
Let's hear the Speaker of Parliament.
The following emergency measures are to be taken with dispatch. 1. The circumstances of the absence of a Privileges and Immunity Committee. In that circumstance, a 7-member special committee shall be constituted.
The best in the morning
Under
is on
Orders 5
92.7
and
Sunrise
20
on 3FM.
4 to conduct a full-scale investigation into the events of yesterday and this morning. The committee shall identify all members involved in the disorder and submit its report with findings and recommendations within 10 days from today. Any member found culpable shall face the appropriate disciplinary actions as prescribed by the Constitution 1992, the Parliament Act of 1965, and the Standing Orders of Parliament. This does not absolve the chairman of the Appointments Committee from performing his duty under Order 268, Rule 3. Pursuant of Section 10 of the Parliamentary Service Act 1993, Act 460, I direct the Clerk to Parliament to cause to be undertaken a full assessment of all damage caused within the committee room and parliamentary
Sunrise
presence
on 3FM.
as a result of the misconduct of the members. Not a single peso of public funds shall be used to repair or replace any damaged property. Instead, members found responsible shall be surcharged for the full cost of repairs and replacement. In pursuance of the provisions of the Constitution 1992 and the Standing Orders of Parliament, I further direct the Clerk to Parliament to formally lodge a complaint with the Ghana Police Service to conduct a full criminal investigation into the matter for appropriate action. Consequently, the following members are suspended
The best in the morning is on
from the sittings of
92.7
Parliament for
Sunrise
2
on
weeks
3FM.
from today. 1 and 2, the 2 chief whips, in the persons of Mr. Roxon Nelson Eche, Kwame Dafiemapo, and Mr. Frank Ano Dompre. 3, Mr. Alasan Sulemana Tampuli. And 4, Mr. Jerry Ahmed Shaib. As a matter of urgency, and to set up the Standing Orders Committee to reconsider a revision of the rules for the assessment of nominees for the consideration and approval by the House.
That was Speaker Bagbin there in the House, obviously not too enthused about how his members, or the members of Parliament, so to speak, conducted themselves. Eric Mawinek, my colleague, sat down with the chairman of the committee. Listen to excerpts of that conversation.
I interrupted our discussion and he said, well, they were having a discussion. And
who was having a discussion? Is it the leaders, the majority and then the minority leader along with the speakers?
All of them.
They were the ones having the discussion?
Those that I've just mentioned. The minority leader, majority leader, the first deputy speaker, second deputy speaker, and then, and then the clerk. They were having the discussion. So I said, well, the clerk came to unruly, interrupted us, and I think it wasn't right. I was really angry.
Yeah.
I show it. I will not lie at all. I show it to them. I said, well, I'm older than all of them here. I've been in this house. This is my 5th term. Apenyo, this is your 3rd term. The rest, the first deputy speaker, this is your 4th term. I've been here before you. Ayariga, this is your 6th term. I came to meet you in this house. You went and came back. So this is your 5th term. Where I'm more senior in age. I'm older than majority of them. I'm almost 60 years, and so they cannot treat me on a national set level. And this is
the manner they did.
Yes, and so they cooled. I was asked to cool down. I was just walking away.
3FM.
Then they said, oh, they've not heard from the speaker. So I called speaker on phone. I said, you were not hearing from speaker. And I said, speaker, you are on loudspeaker. I have these people here. They've interrupted what I was doing, and they said, you said I should stop. And speaker, nobody has spoken to me.
Sunrise
and then
on 3FM.
I said, you are on speaker. And I mentioned the names of the people who are there. And they say, yes, indeed, we are here. And then Honorable Minority Leader said, speaker, when I came to you in the office, I was trying to explain to you that since we have decided to apologize, we should get it. The speaker said, we've not agreed on it. Then the Majority Leader said, well, when you were saying the thing, I left your office. So there was no agreement.
3FM.
Then speaker said, well, we can go back to the Hansard to find out whether I said that the work of the committee to cease or they should not do the work again. Then Honorable Minority Leader said, well, then we should look at the Hansard. I said, well, speaker said there was no agreement with you. If the speaker has said it, then we'll look at the Hansard. Then the speaker went off. So we agreed that we're going to look at the Hansard. So I left it that way, that I'll meet my members today. Later in the evening, the speaker called me in the night from where he was.
Right.
And he said, well, he has spoken to the clerk. He has not instructed the clerk. He was clear in his mind that this committee should continue its work. So whatever I'm doing, I should go ahead and do it.
Right.
So I told the speaker, I'm not going to go by his word. I was interrupted rudely by the clerk. So he called the clerk for the clerk to tell me that I should go ahead with a letter. So he said, well, he'll do that. So quickly, the clerk called me and said he has spoken to the speaker that we should continue with the work today. That was what transpired. I'll be meeting my members today, and then we'll look at it.
What do you think happened? An attempt to stop you from being able to do your work, because these individuals who were gathered and meeting when you went to meet them along with your members, clearly, like you're telling us, had not received any instruction whatsoever from the speaker. What in your own understanding was playing out when they decided to direct the clerk to have you stop the committee works?
Well, that would depend on them, because they have not given me the work. The speaker who has given me work to to investigate. So if they have anything at all, they should direct their thoughts to the speaker. So I'm not in their mind to know why they wanted us to stop. If they really have any reason why they wanted to stop, they could have even engaged me. They didn't engage me. They want to use the back door.
If I felt that was seeking to undermine you in some way, of course.
Not only undermining me, they were undermining the speaker. What was I going to tell the speaker when the speaker requested for a report? Will I tell him that you have instructed, the speaker has not instructed anybody? What was I going to tell the person? So my integrity was on the line. Not only my integrity, the integrity of this house. I mean, you saw clearly what happened. It's out there. Everybody has seen the videos. So what are we running away from? People went and members of parliament, honorable members of parliament, went under tables, breaking tables. Don't we have manners?
On 3FM.
Why are we called honorable members? If we don't have manners, we don't have integrity, then we should not be in this house. And I think it's time for us to sanctify this house and bring sanctity and order to this house. It's becoming too many, in recent times. Why? Are we not called? Are we not elected by the people? Can't we be responsible in our action and acts?
What would you say when people want to make the argument that conclave which had the clerk come to you to ask you to stop the work was an attempt to prevent all of this and this sanctification from proceeding? Because obviously you had the buy-in of the leader of your side as well.
No, at all. In fact, the leader of my side said, even when the speaker was making he has not heard the speaker saying that we should stop our work. So clearly, and also I said that the leader said when Honorable Abenyumaki was talking to the speaker, he left the speaker, so he doesn't even know. So he has not heard from the speaker since then. So clearly, there was nothing, there was no, in fact, if there were some agreement,
right,
he would have called me, not the clerk. If there was an agreement, majority leader, would have called me, not the clerk. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So clearly, there was no agreement amongst them.
So this solely had to do with just the minority leader orchestrating this. Is that the feel you get? Because if the majority leader was not aware, under what authority is a question that will be asked. Did the clerk march to a committee and ask them to stop and
maybe
even direct to withdraw the staff?
After this interview, you should talk to the clerk to find out under whose authority did he do that?
The best in the morning.
Because clearly, if a whole majority leader was subjected to our interrogation yesterday, majority leader was there.
Yes.
He came. He was the first person we interviewed or we interrogated. If the leader of the house would subject himself, if he knew that there was a program like this or an agreement, he wouldn't have come. He would have just said, Emmanuel, stop. And let's find a way of telling the public. But he came and gave his testimony. So why would anybody, apart from the majority leader and the speaker, why would anybody, leader of government business, who subject himself, who are you then to say that you will not come? Or to use whatever means to stop us from doing what?
The clerk has not sought to explain to you why he did what he did yesterday.
No, he hasn't explained. He hasn't explained.
Would you want an explanation in any way or form as to what informed his choice of asking to even withdraw
I've
support
left
staff?
that to his judgment. I've left that to the judgment of Ghanaians. I believe in him as a clerk. He was doing it maybe with a good intention, as I know him. But this one, I will not take it. I'm not a man that backs out. What is right should be right, and what is wrong, we should all say it is wrong. I mean, where we have gotten to as a parliament, the whole world is looking up to us. The whole of Africa is looking up to Ghanaian parliament. We should not degenerate this parliament to this kind of things.